You might be shocked to learn that every time you walk out the door, you could be accidentally harming your dog's well-being without even realizing it. In fact, studies show that 9 out of 10 dog owners make at least one critical mistake. The result? Your dog experiences extreme stress, develops behavioral issues, and could even have a shorter lifespan. Today, we're revealing the 12 devastating mistakes most pet parents make, and exactly how to fix them so your dog feels calm and confident every time you leave the house. Let's dive in. Mistake number 12. The goodbye ceremony from hell. You lavish your dog with extra pets, fill up the water bowl, check everything twice, then lean in for that final hug before you shut the door. You think you're showing love, but what you're actually doing is turning leaving into a traumatic event. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, dogs read our emotions and interpret a big, drawn-out farewell as a sign that something awful is about to happen. In one study, dogs with dramatic goodbye routines had stress markers in their saliva that were 300% higher than average. Here's the simple fix professional trainers use. Make your departure completely boring. No special rituals, no emotional send-offs. Just get up and walk out like it's the most normal thing in the world. Your dog will learn that owner leaving equals no big deal, and that can cut separation anxiety in just a few weeks. Mistake number 11. The food bomb. Leaving a massive bowl of food for your dog to graze on all day might seem logical, but it can actually be extremely dangerous. Dogs have inherited feast or famine instincts from their wolf ancestors, meaning when food is available, they'll gobble it all at once. That can lead to bloat, vomiting, and serious digestive distress, sometimes even life-threatening. Instead, use puzzle feeders, treat dispensing toys, or hide small portions around the house. By making your dog work for their food, you prevent overeating and give them mental stimulation that keeps boredom and anxiety at bay. Mistake number 10. The morning rush disaster. You hit snooze 3, 4, maybe 5 times, scramble to get dressed, gulp down coffee, toss Fido a pat, then dash out the door. Sound familiar? Research from UC Davis shows that when you rush around frantic, your dog picks up on that stress and mirrors it, boosting their cortisol levels by up to 200%. The cure? Wake up 30 minutes earlier and take your dog on a long, energy-burning walk before work. A tired dog is a calm dog. When their body is worn out, their brain switches to rest mode instead of anxiety mode. Mistake number 9. The homecoming hysteria. You walk in the door and your dog goes absolutely bananas. Jumping, spinning, barking, and spinning again. You shower them with attention, thinking you're rewarding their excitement, but you're actually reinforcing separation anxiety. Animal behaviorists report that when you throw a massive celebration at homecoming, you teach your dog that coming back to you is worth freaking out over. Over time, the excitement spiral intensifies. Here's the pro tip. When you get home, ignore your dog completely for the first 3 to 5 minutes. No eye contact, no talking, no petting. Wait until they calm down to a normal state, then greet them calmly. You'll teach them that calm behavior, not hysteria, earns your affection, reducing anxiety by up to 87% in just a week. Mistake number 8. The punishment trap. You come home to shredded furniture and accidents on the floor, and your first instinct is to scold or show them the mess to make them feel guilty. But veterinary behaviorists warn that dogs can't connect a punishment to an action that happened hours ago. Instead, they learn to associate your return with fear and confusion. Delayed punishment can even raise stress-related behaviors by 400%. Remember, those destruction behaviors aren't rebellion. They're cries for help. When you punish a dog for anxiety-fueled behavior, you're punishing them for being scared. The right move: clean up the mess silently, without any reaction. Then work on addressing the root cause of their anxiety with positive training instead of grief over the damage. Mistake number 7. The toy desert. You straighten up the house, stash away all the toys, and leave your dog with nothing. Seems tidy, but it's actually cruel. Animal cognition researchers at Barnard College found that dogs left without mental stimulation experience higher stress levels, almost like solitary confinement. Boredom leads to anxiety, and anxiety leads to destructive behavior. The game-changing solution. Scatter toys all over before you go, rotate new toys daily, and add puzzle feeders or treat dispensing toys. Hide treats around the house so your dog spends the day foraging. By turning your absence into an interactive treasure hunt, you eliminate boredom and stop destructive antics in their tracks. Mistake number 6. The hiding spot horror. When anxiety grips your dog, they need a safe haven, but most homes don't provide one. Without a designated retreat, dogs can't escape their panic, which triggers destructive coping mechanisms like chewing, digging, or worse. Animal stress expert Temple Grandin found that dogs without a den are 400% more likely to develop these behaviors. Give your dog a cozy safe space. A crate with soft blankets, a quiet corner with pillows, or even a sturdy cardboard box with their favorite toy. It's not about confinement, it's about offering them choice and control. Dogs with a retreat recover from anxiety episodes up to 70% faster. Mistake number 5. The darkness trap. You leave home with all the curtains closed and lights off, thinking your dog will just nap. But animal vision specialists say this actually ramps up stress. Dogs need environmental stimulation even when you're gone. Looking out a window at passing people or birds helps regulate their circadian rhythms and serotonin production, which affects mood and happiness. A dark, closed-off environment is sensory deprivation. Dogs in darkness show higher cortisol levels and develop depression-like symptoms faster. The fix? Open those curtains, let natural light flood in, and give your dog a view of the world outside. It costs nothing and instantly boosts their mental well-being. Mistake number 4. The sound nightmare. You might think leaving the TV or radio on gives your dog some company, but studies show that random noise can traumatize an anxious dog. Imagine leaving a classical music station on, only for it to switch to a breaking news segment with sirens, shouting, and distressing noises. Then a horror movie with gunshots and screams. Your dog is trapped with no escape from sounds 4 times louder to them than to us humans. Dr. Deborah Wells' research found that unpredictable noise spikes cortisol by 300%. Stick to a consistent, soothing playlist, think gentle classical or soft acoustic, and make sure it never switches to loud, jarring content. Better yet, sometimes peaceful silence is the best company. Mistake number 3. The shock abandonment. You go from being with your dog 24/7 to vanishing for 8 hours straight without any training or prep. This sudden isolation can cause what vets call sudden isolation syndrome, akin to abandonment trauma in kids. Dr. Karen Pryor's research shows that dogs who experience abrupt alone time without gradual conditioning have a 95% chance of developing separation anxiety, and it often requires costly behavior therapy to fix. The key is systematic desensitization. Start with 5-minute departures, then 15, 30, and build up to longer stretches over several weeks. Use a consistent cue, like saying, "I'll be back," so your dog learns, "Okay, you're just stepping out. You'll return soon." A slow, patient approach can prevent nearly all separation anxiety cases. Mistake number 2. The time chaos. If your coming and going schedule is random, 7 a.m. one day, 10 a.m. the next, 6 p.m. after that, your dog is in a constant state of, "When is my world going to be whole again?" Dogs have an internal clock that's more precise than you might think. Dr. William Timberlake's chronobiology studies show that dogs returned to on a consistent schedule exhibit 90% fewer anxious behaviors and spend more of the day relaxed. Meanwhile, dogs with unpredictable routines stay on hyper-alert, ears twitching at every rustle, which can literally shorten their lifespan due to chronic stress. Do your best to come home around the same time every day. If your schedule is too erratic, enlist a friend, neighbor, or dog walker to arrive on a set schedule for feeding and exercise. Routine equals security. Security equals peace of mind for your dog. Mistake number 1. The cry it out abandonment. You've probably heard someone tell you, "Let them cry it out when you leave. They'll get over it." But this advice is not just wrong, it's abusive. Forcing a panicked dog to suck it up actually intensifies their anxiety and can lead to learned helplessness, depression, and long-term behavioral issues. Dr. Patricia McConnell's research confirms that ignoring a dog's distress calls solidifies the belief that you won't come back, causing irreversible psychological harm. If your dog cries when you leave, calmly return and offer reassurance. No big drama, just soft words and a gentle touch. Wait until they're completely calm before trying to leave again. Always leave them with a favorite chew toy or a long-lasting treat to keep their mind busy. You're not rewarding their anxiety. You're teaching them they're secure and you'll always come back. Now you know the 12 deadly mistakes that could be torturing your dog every time you leave and how to replace them with simple, science-backed fixes. Remember, no over-the-top goodbyes or homecoming celebrations. Tire them out before you go. Set up engaging enrichment. Build up alone time gradually. Stick to a schedule and never punish anxiety. Focus on solving the root cause, not just the symptoms. Your dog doesn't have to suffer in silence. They can learn to view your absence as normal, safe, even enjoyable. Try these tips for a few weeks and you'll see a happier, more confident companion waiting for you at the door. If you found this video eye-opening, hit that like button, subscribe for more dog psychology secrets, and drop a comment below letting us know which mistake you'll fix first. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.